Afternoon. How's everyone doing this fine afternoon? Also, look what I learned you could do. Yep, no more awkward camera angles for pre-launch, so that's great. VAB, and there's our manned service structure, our MSS there. Let's crank up the lights. There we go. Perfect. Some gentle time skipping. Let's just make sure PCM bitrate is low. Good. Very gentle on the time skip here on the pad. Okay, so we're currently T-minus 2 hours, 28 minutes. And our next procedure will begin at T-minus 1 hour, 55 minutes. And we're moving at about 10 seconds per second here. So give or take roughly a few more minutes till we begin our procedures here, coming down to the launch. As soon as we get into that less than 2 hour window, when we start cranking things up, we get a little bit more busy with the activities here prior to launch, checking out our systems. So coming up next, we've got the abort light operation capability, followed by the emergency detection system test with our space vehicle test conductor Skip Chauvin. At T-minus 1 hour and 40 minutes, we're scheduled to close the hatch and purge the cabin for launch. With T-minus 1 hour, 21 minutes, we'll have that emergency detection system test complete. So stand by for that. T-minus 2 hours, 15 minutes, and counting at about 10 seconds per second. T minus 2 hours 4 minutes, counting at about 1 minute every 6 seconds. T minus 2 hours 3 minutes, coming up on the abort capability test, scheduled at T minus 1 hour 55 minutes. T minus 2 hours and 2, 1, mark. T minus 2 hours. Propellant loading aboard the Saturn V, continuing as planned. There is that hydrogen leak that we're detecting, but we've got some technicians working on it, tightening some bolts around the valve at the 300-foot level. Abort light is on. The abort light should be turning off momentarily. Abort light off. Abort capability check complete. Uplink telemetry command off. And let's go on for our EDS test. Technicians are still hard at work at the 300-foot level. There is a small hydrogen leak in a valve which is associated with a system related to regenerating the hydrogen of the third stage. So technicians still hard at work, tightening bolts around that valve. T minus 1 hour 48 minutes at 1 minute every 6 seconds. Okay, T minus 1 hour 40 minutes. The hydrogen leak problem is no problem at this time. The regeneration valve was bypassed and the hydrogen levels are holding sufficiently for launch so that leaking valve is no problem at this time.
This is Apollo Saturn Launch Control. We're at the crew aboard the spacecraft, the 320-foot level. The hatch is closed, and we're beginning to purge the cabin to bring it to the proper atmosphere full launch, which is a combination of oxygen and nitrogen, 60% oxygen and 40% nitrogen atmosphere. Of course, the astronauts themselves are breathing pure oxygen through their spacesuits.
T minus 1 hour 39 minutes. T-minus 1 hour, 35 minutes. Cabin fans off. Coming up on the end of that EDS test here.
This is Apollo Saturn Launch Control, T-minus 1 hour, 30 minutes, 55 seconds and counting. All elements are go with the countdown at this time. The countdown aimed toward landing 2 astronauts on the moon. At this time, the spacecraft test conductor, Skip Chauvin, going through some checks with astronaut Mike Collins aboard the spacecraft. We're winding up this important emergency detection system test that Neil Armstrong has been participating in. Meanwhile, at the 320-foot level, the closeout crew now placing the boost protective cover over the hatch now that we have completed the cabin purge and have the proper environment inside the cabin. We have also performed leak checks to assure ourselves that the cabin atmosphere is valid. This boost protective cover is used during the early phases of the powered flight and is jettisoned with the escape tower shortly after second stage ignition. Here in the firing room, the launch vehicle test team still keeping a close eye on the status of the propellants aboard the Saturn V launch vehicle. We're back to 100% supply with the liquid hydrogen fuel in the third stage. This problem with the leaking valve is no problem at this time. We've actually bypassed the valve, but we are maintaining our hydrogen supply aboard the vehicle. All aspects go. The weather is very satisfactory for launch this morning. A thin cloud cover about 15,000 feet. Temperature at launch time expected to be about 85 degrees. T-minus 1 hour, 29 minutes, 30 seconds, and counting. This is Kennedy Launch Control.
Hey, hey, what's up? Welcome. We're doing an all-familiar mission, but with RTCC this time. Hopefully I can at least get to the moon without asking for, you know, too much help. Yeah, for a little bit. Been very busy though, so I don't know how long I'll be able to stream, but I at least hope to get through the launch. Just messing around with the LEM. Yeah, that's good stuff. I like the LEM. It's my favorite. It's my favorite vehicle. Okay, coming up on T-minus 1 hour, 23 minutes. Mark? Here we go, 1 hour, 21 minutes. EDS test is complete. Okay, EDS power off. EDS auto off. All abort system switches and the auto configuration. Launch vehicle indicators on angle of attack. Alright, sounds good, yeah. Did you restart your activation, or have you gotten through... What have you gotten through? Any of the computer stuff yet? Okay, coming in on guidance and control verification checks. Beginning with the gyro power up. Oh, welcome, flight streamer. It's good to see you. I've got your voice line. It sounds great. And I'm going to add some radio static over it. But that's the best I can say. I don't want to give too much away. Spoilers for the people that don't know what I'm working on. Okay, we're going to perform our GDC check. So, gyro display coupler align looks good. Roll needle looks good. Pitch needle looks good. Yaw needle looks good. Let's do the check on ball 2. Ball 2 displayed same as ball 1. Ball 2 align check is good. Alright, now we'll test our left needle position. Left and down. Left and down look good. Ball 1. Left and down look good. GDC line. Sounds good. Yeah, the computer stuff gets very, very difficult. Alright, fuel cell initialization. Fuel cell 1. 2. Fuel cell 2 to main bus B. Fuel cell 3 to main bus B. Alright, so right now we are sharing the load with the GPU, the ground power unit. Main bus ties on. Thrust vector control servos. Pitch 1 start. Yaw 1 start. Minus, plus, 0. Minus, plus, 0. Manual thrust vector control check looks good. Secondary TVC check, auto handover. Pitch 2 start. Yaw 2 start. THC to manual control. Minus, plus, 0. Minus, plus, 0. MTVC check looks good. Pitch and yaw. Auto switchover. No manual thrust vector control confirmed. Yeah, the eggs is amazing. It's so good. DHC neutral. Set launch trim. It's actually, technically, it's abort trim. But we don't talk about that. Okay, pitch 1 off, yaw 1 off. Batteries to off, then auto. TVC servos off. Launch vehicle indicator S2, S4B. FDA eyes are set, and both are aligned. Rate scale indicator alignment. .45 degrees. Down, straight up at 0, and release. EMS roll off. And we do have some very slight IMU drift. Just because of that, we'll go ahead and null that out as best we can. It's a little bit difficult with the, the wind having us sway a little bit. But I think that is more than good for launch. Delta V set. And we will set our abort Delta V. This is quite frankly the most annoying of the EMS sets, so I'm just going to do that and plug it in, because that would take a hot minute. No one wants to sit there and watch this number increment for that long.
This is Apollo Launch Control at 1 hour, 7 minutes, 25 seconds and counting. Countdown still proceeding satisfactorily. For those people who would like to synchronize their watches in relation to the count, we'll synchronize on 26 minutes past the hour, which is now about 65 seconds away. We'll count down the last 5 seconds to 26 minutes past the hour. We're now 1 minute away from 26 minutes past the hour. In the meantime, we do have information from the civil defense agencies in the area. The estimate is more than 1 million persons are in the immediate area in Brevard County to watch the launch.
Hey, you and me both are very excited for this. Did you guys want to see the RTCC displays for launch? They look cool, but there is a risk of crashing on staging because of it, due to the rapidly updating information. And of course, that, would be bad, so... If you want to see it, I could pull it up and we could risk it, but there would be no external staging view then. So if you want the external staging view, then, take your pick, RTCC or external staging view.
This is Apollo Saturn Launch Control. We've just passed the 56-minute mark in our countdown. We're still proceeding in an excellent manner at this time. All elements reporting in that all systems continuing to look good at this point. We're still aiming toward our planned liftoff at the start of the lunar window, 9:32 a.m. Eastern Daylight.
Of course, there is always the risk of crashing on staging anyways. We'll try to get it as good as we can, though. T-minus 55 minutes. Caution and a warning mode to boost. Uplink telemetry command normal. Coming up on pad abort enable. T-minus 50 minutes, about 6 minutes to go to pad abort enable. That's only about 12, about 120 seconds for us, so 48 minutes, 47. T-minus 44 minutes. EDS on. Gearbox select latch. Command module RCS logic on. And let's fire up our explosives. Sequential event control system logic on. Relays are set. We are go for pyrotechnic arm. Pyros are armed. Swing arm 9, now retracted.
This is Apollo Saturn launch control. We passed the 41-minute mark in our count. T-minus 40 minutes, 53 seconds, and counting. We are continuing, and we're continuing very excellently at this time. There are no problems that have been reported in as the countdown continues to click down. We're still aiming for the start of our window on this, the first flight to land men on the moon. We're aiming toward our planned liftoff time of 9:32 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Coming up shortly will be a key test here in the firing room as far as the launch vehicle people are concerned. It's some final checks of the destruct system aboard the 3 stages of the Saturn V launch vehicle. In the event during powered flight that the vehicle strayed rather violently off course, the range safety officer could take action to destroy the vehicle. This obviously would occur after the astronauts were separated by their escape tower from the faulty vehicle. We make a check of the destruct system to assure that if a signal is required to get through, that in fact it will. This is what is coming up here in the control center at this time. All aspects of the mission still go. We're at T-minus 39 minutes, 47 seconds, and counting. This is Kennedy Launch Control.
No, obviously they would blow it up while the astronauts were still attached. Oh my gosh. I can't believe they felt the need to say that, but I guess. So, flight streamer, how are you enjoying the old pre-flight checks here coming up on T-minus 34? This is flight streamer's first launch viewing. It's very exciting.
This is Apollo Saturn Launch Control. We've just passed the 31-minute mark in our count. The T-minus 30 minutes, 52 seconds and counting, aiming toward our planned liftoff time of 32 minutes past the hour. The start of our launch window on this, the mission to land men on the moon. The countdown is still proceeding very satisfactorily at this time. We just got by an important test with the launch vehicle, checking out the various batteries in the 3 stages and instrument unit of the Saturn V. We remain on external power through most of the count to preserve those batteries which must be used during the powered flight. We've just taken a look at them by going internal and then switching back to external again. The batteries all look good. The next time we go internal will be at the 50-second mark with those batteries, and they will remain, of course, on internal power during the flight. The lunar module, which has been rather inactive during these latter phases of the count, also is going on internal power at this time on the 2 batteries in the ascent stage and the 4 batteries of the descent stage. For the next 20 minutes, we'll take a look at some systems in the lunar module, then power down at about the 10-minute mark in the count, power down the telemetry to preserve the power of the lens. The lunar module in Apollo 11, of course, when it separates from the command module in lunar orbit, we'll have the call sign Eagle. The command module call sign, once the 2 vehicles separate, will be Columbia. Both Columbia and Eagle are go at this time at 29 minutes, 24 seconds, and counting. This is Kennedy Launch Control.
Oh, it is absolutely insane. Imagine if you had a 4-hour checklist to get on a plane. That would be quite the interesting thing. I mean, you do have a really long, cold, and dark startup, especially if all your circuit breakers are pulled on that maiden power-up. Maiden power-up takes a long time in a plane. Okay. We are terminate our auto sequence on a cryogenic stir. And very shortly, we'll be activating our service module RCS for flight in case of a mode 3 abort. $25 minutes. Okay. Start the helium. Helium initiated. Pressures are good. Tank temperature is good. Secondary fuel pressure valves close. Primary fuel pressure valves open. All talkbacks gray. Status check. RCS is go. T-minus 20 minutes in 3, 2, 1. Mark. T-minus 20. A second check just to make sure all these valves are open. All talkbacks gray. What star is that? Star 11. Looks funny because we're not in orbit. The atmosphere is distorting the position of the star. Whereas the overlay shows its true position. You'll see when we get in orbit, it'll be much better.
This is Apollo Saturn Launch Control. We're now less than 16 minutes away from the planned liftoff of the Apollo 11 space vehicle. All still going well with the countdown at this time. The astronauts aboard the spacecraft have had a little chance to rest over the last few minutes or so. At least they haven't been busy with procedures with the spacecraft test conductor. In the meantime, we have been performing final checks on the tracking beacons in the instrument unit, which is used as the guidance system during the powered phase of flight. Once we get down to the 3-minute and 10-second mark in the countdown, we'll go on an automatic sequence. As far as the launch vehicle is concerned, all aspects from there on down will be automatic, run by the ground master computer here in the firing room. This will lead up to the 8.9-minute mark in the countdown when the ignition sequence will begin in those 5 engines of the first stage, the S1C stage of the Saturn V. At the 2-second mark, we'll get information and a signal that all engines are running, and at the 0 mark in the countdown, once we get the commit signal, the signal that says that the thrust is proper and acceptable, we then will get a commit and lift off as the hold-down arms release the vehicle. We have some 7.6 million pounds of thrust pushing the vehicle upward, a vehicle that weighs close to 6.5 million pounds. We're now 14 minutes, 30 seconds and counting. This is Kennedy Launch Control.
On master computer, auto sequence start. Alright, flight, here we go. T-minus 10 minutes.
This is Apollo Saturn Launch Control. We've passed the 11-minute mark. Now T-minus 10 minutes, 54 seconds on our countdown for Apollo 11. All still go at this time. The astronauts in the spacecraft busy again. The commander, Neil Armstrong, has performed some final switch settings for the stabilization and control system of the spacecraft. The spacecraft also now is on full internal power. This came shortly after the 15-minute mark. The spacecraft now on the full power of its fuel cells. Up to this time, it had been sharing the load with an external power source. Both Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin have armed their rotational hand controllers, the controllers they used in flight. And we have now gone to automatic system with the emergency detection system, that system that would cue the astronauts if there's trouble down below with the Saturn V rocket during the powered flight. We're now coming up on the 10-minute mark, 10 minutes away from our planned liftoff. Mark, T-minus 10 minutes and counting, T-minus 10. We're aiming for our planned liftoff at 32 minutes past the hour. This is Kennedy Launch Control.
Okay, get excited. Here we go. 8 minutes 30 seconds. Secondary cooling system is already off as there was no need to cold soak. T-minus 6 minutes.
This is Apollo Saturn Launch Control. We passed the 6-minute mark in our countdown for Apollo 11. Now 5 minutes, 52 seconds and counting. We're on time at the present time for our planned liftoff of 32 minutes past the hour. Spacecraft test conductor Skip Chauvin now has completed the status check of his personnel in the control room. All report they are go for the mission, and this has been reported to the test supervisor, Bill Schick.
Okay, we are on internal power with the fuel cells.
Launch Operations Manager Paul Donnelly reports go for launch. Launch Director Rocco Petrone now gives a go with 5 minutes, 20 seconds and counting. Coming up shortly, that swing arm up at the spacecraft level will come back to its fully retracted position. This should occur at the 5-minute mark in the count.
Swing arm 9, full retract.
T-minus 4 minutes, 50 seconds and counting. Skip Chauvin informing the astronauts that the swing arm now coming back. The astronauts will have a few more reports coming up in the countdown. The last business report will be from Neil Armstrong at the 45-second mark in the count, when he gives a status on the final alignment of the stabilization and control system. We're now passing the 4-minute 30-second mark in the countdown. Still go at this time.
Okay, T-minus 4 minutes.
15 seconds. The test supervisor now has informed launch vehicle test conductor Norm Carlson you are go for launch.
Astrolaunch operations comm check. Bye-bye. 4 minutes.
Three minutes, 45 seconds and counting. And the final abort checks between several key members of the crew here in the control center and the astronauts. Launch Operations Manager Paul Donnelly wished the crew on the launch team's behalf good luck and Godspeed. 3 minutes, 25 seconds and counting. We're still go at this time. 3 minutes will be coming up in the automatic sequence about 10 or 15 seconds from this time. All still go at this time.
Okay, handing over to spacecraft.
Neil Armstrong reported back when he received the good
Computer.
wishes. Thank you very much. We know it will be a good flight. Firing command coming in now. We are on the automatic sequence. We're approaching the 3-minute mark in the count. T-minus 3 minutes and counting. T-minus 3. We are go with all elements of the mission at this time.
Firing command is in. Instrument unit.
Automatic sequence as the master computer supervises hundreds of events occurring over these last few minutes.
Instrument unit master computer supervising the final terminal stage of the count. We can tell our firing command is in because we have EDS warning indicators on all engines.
Seconds and counting. We're still go on Apollo 11 at this time. The vehicle starting to pressurize as far as the propellant tanks are concerned, and all is still go as we monitor our status for it. 2 minutes, 10 seconds and counting. The target for the Apollo 11 astronauts, the moon at liftoff, will be at a distance of 218,096 miles away. We just passed the 2-minute mark in the countdown. T-minus 1 minute, 54 seconds and counting. Our status board indicates that the oxidizer tanks from the second and third stages now have pressurized. We continue to build up pressure in all three stages here at the last minute to prepare it for a liftoff. T-minus 1 minute, 35 seconds on the Apollo mission, the flight to land the first men on the moon. All indications coming in to the control center at this time indicate we are go. 1 minute, 25 seconds and counting. Our status board indicates the third stage completely pressurized. 80-second mark has now been passed. We'll go on full internal power at the 50-second mark in the countdown. Guidance system goes on internal at 17 seconds, leading up to the ignition sequence at 8.9 seconds. We're approaching the 60-second mark on the Apollo. T-minus 60 seconds and counting. We passed T-minus 60. 55 seconds and counting. Neil Armstrong just reported back it's been a real smooth countdown. We passed the 50-second mark. Power transfer is complete. We're on internal power with the launch vehicle at this time. 40 seconds away from the Apollo 11 liftoff. All the second stage tanks now pressurized. 35 seconds and counting. We are still go with Apollo 11. 30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 10, 9, 8. Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff.
We've got it. Clock start. Program 11. Mission timer start. Yaw programs complete. Roll and pitch program start.
Roger, roll.
There she goes. Roll complete.
Roll is complete and the pitch is programming.
Mark 1 Bravo. Cabin pressure decreasing. Coming up on max Q.
Apollo 11 Houston, you're good at 1 minute.
AOS Grand Bahama. And coming up on max Q. 2, 1. Mark max Q. We are transonic. Stand by for mode 1 Charlie.
Stand by for mode 1 Charlie. Mark, mode 1 Charlie. 1 Charlie. Apollo 11, this is Houston. You are go for staging.
Inboard engine in 4, 3, 2, 1.
Inboard engines out. Inboard cutoff. We confirm inboard cutoff.
Stand by for outboard. Please don't crash. We got it. Ignition. We got it. There it went.
Houston, thrust is go. All engines, you're looking good. Hi, Roger. You're loud and clear, Houston.
That makes me happy. All right, skirt jet. Skirt jet.
Yeah, they finally gave me a window to look at.
And there goes the tower. Okay, mode 2. Let's get some light on the subject.
Houston, be advised, the visual is go today.
This is Houston, roger out.
Primary evaporator is running.
11 Houston, your guidance is converged. You're looking good.
Roger.
Steering's converged. Very good.
11 Houston, you are go at 4 minutes.
Roger.
Acquisition Bermuda. Look at, there's the Bahamas over there. And in just 4 minutes 25 seconds, that is our distance. It's really impressive. Okay, coming up on S4B to contingency orbit insertion. If for whatever stage 2 were to fail at this point, we would have a burn to depletion.
Houston, you are go at 5 minutes.
Burn to depletion of the S4B, followed by a 7,000 foot per second burn on the SPS.
Stand by for S4B to COI capability. Mark.
S4B to COI. GPI is good. Tank pressures are good. Switching to Omni Delta for signal purposes. Velocity currently 14,000 feet per second. Altitude 90 nautical miles high. It looks really weird with just these two stages. Here's a heat shield for the entry of the second stage. Velocity 15,657 feet per second, nautical miles, 93.6 nautical miles high. Coming up on 7 minutes. Mark, 7 minutes. Velocity 16,837 feet per second. Altitude 95.3 nautical miles high. H dot is 34.2 feet per second. Standing by for inboard engine cutoff. Four, three, two, one. Mark. Inboard cutoff. Velocity 19,300 feet per second, altitude 97.8 nautical miles high, H dot 28 feet per second. Level sense arm at 8+17, PU shift 1 second later, and predicted staging at 9+11. Velocity 20,500 feet per second. Altitude 99 nautical miles high. Mode 4 capability. Abort mode 4 capability. Loss of signal merit. Stand by for staging. 10 seconds. Staging. We've got it. And ignition. Guidance converged. Terminal guidance initiate. Steering's converged. Acquisition USNS Vanguard. I'm very happy we didn't crash. That makes me thrilled. Velocity 23,500-ish feet per second. Altitude 102.2 nautical miles high. H dot should start dropping as we've targeted that 101 by 102 orbit. Predicted cutoff at 11 plus 4.2. Velocity 24,000 feet per second. Altitude 102.7 nautical miles high. H dot 5.5 feet per second. Velocity 24,500 feet per second. The target 25,000 feet per second appears achievable, and we are go for orbit. Altitude 102.9 nautical miles. H dot dropping to compensate. Predicted cutoff 11 plus 4.2. 25,000 feet per second. Orbital velocity is achieved. Altitude 102.9 nautical miles. Velocity 25,500 feet per second. Shutdown at 11 plus 3.4 seconds. There we go. Looks like a little bit of some latency there. Apologize for that. We should be getting back to it now. Yep, we're back up. I apologize for that brief interruption there. Just had some internet goof right at the end there. She's still coming in. Still coming in pretty bad. Let's see. Feel free to call out if it's any bad. Verb 82, enter. Looks like our target orbit is 104 by 102 orbit. That's well within mission parameters. We're go there. DAP is 31102-01111. Pro. We'll check our state vector with our two rendezvous components. Alright, looks like the network has restabilized itself. Knock on some wood. Apologize for that. Alright, state vector looks good. Rendezvous components are good. Post insertion checks. Gimbal motor is off. Go ahead and reset the trim. Not because the checklist says to, or we have to, but mostly because of ADHD reasons. Batteries off. Alright, we'll safe our pyrotechnics. Sequential event control system logic is safe. Body mounted attitude gyros to rate 2. Entry landing system manual. Command module RCS logic off. Cabin pressure relief valves to normal. Repress package isolate. Direct ullage open. Post landing vent. Entry landing system. Direct O2 close. DHC power off. RHC direct off. EMS function off. Go as installed. Launch vehicle tank pressure looks good. Oxidizer is greater than fuel with delta pressure less than 26. And I concur. Heaters on. Command module RCS propellant isolation valves closed. Caution and warning mode normal. Gearbox select latch. Actuator handle neutral. Waste dump heaters close. Fuel cell react valves norm. H2 purge line heaters on. And we'll go ahead and close the main bus B tie for the lighting. We'll get rid of our seats here. Service module RCS, we're showing good. Acquisition at Cannery. Okay. Service module RCS is good. Command module RCS meets pre-pressurization and usage condition. Caution and warning system checkout complete. We are going to omit the suit circuit return for just 2 seconds while we do our main regulator checkout. Okay, main regulator checks are good. We'll go ahead and do that suit circuit return. I omit it because we can't do it when the suit circuit's being purged of its CO2, so... secondary radiator leak check. Accumulator quantity, it shows pretty stable. Very good. Leak check complete. We'll go ahead and isolate the glycol reservoir, running it through to the bypass. Radiator flow control power normal. Primary glycol to radiators close. RCS primary heater on. Okay, everything looks good here. Glycol in temperature auto. Potable heater tied to main A. Cabin fans on. Waiting for CYI LOS. Alright, loss at Canary. Uplink telemetry command reset then normal. VHF-A to simplex. VHF-B off. And we'll do our fuel cell purge check now. H2 purge checks complete. O2 purge check. Purge checks complete. Electrical power system monitoring. Fuel cell flow, skin temperature, and condensate exchange temperature look good. O2 pressures and quantities look good. Tank 1 pressure looks good. Fuel cell inline heaters are good. Alright, we'll check our bajillion DC buses. Fuel cell bus 1 looks good. Fuel cell 2 looks good. Fuel cell 3 looks good. Main bus A looks good. Main bus B looks good. Battery bus A looks good. Battery bus B looks good. Battery bus C looks good. Pyro battery bus A looks good. Pyro battery bus B looks good. Back to main able. We'll need to do a purge of our compartment here. Battery relay bus voltage looks good. And the battery manifold does indeed need to be vented. Vent the manifold. Alright, manifold venting complete. AC bus 1 and 2 look good. All 3 phases look good. Environmental control system checks. Pressures and quantity looks good. Surge tank pressure looks good. Radiator inlet and outlet temps look good. Glycol evaporator temperature looks good. Steam pressure is good. Pump discharge is good. Suit compressor delta pressure is good. Accumulator is good. Suit and cabin temperature and pressure are good. CO2 partial pressure is good. Potable tank quantity is good. Waste tank quantity is good. Service propulsion system is preheated. Helium pressure looks good. The nitrogen pressure looks good. Nitrogen serves as our valve actuator. Helium valves in auto closed. Propellant 99.9% with software rounding errors, of course, that wouldn't happen in the real spacecraft. Oxidizer unbalance is good. And GDC and IMU alignment is slightly off in yaw, but is well good for PLI. Mount the ordeal. There we go. Altitude is 106 nautical miles. Exactly, actually, which is kind of cool. There we go. Okay, pitch angle to local horizon. Beautiful. Go ahead and set up our orbit rate display. Main regulator A looks good. B looks good. Okay, secondary coolant loop check. Let's go ahead and just verify. Okay, evap water control secondary is in auto. Good. Pump discharge looks good. Evap steam pressure looks good. Go ahead and monitor that for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, the secondary glycol evaporator outlet temperature should be between 38 and 50.5, which is actually already true. It's very efficient. Okay, acquisition to Tanana Go ahead and reset. And spooling down. Very good. Alright, go ahead and get ready to jettison our dust cover. Guides navigation optics on. 0 off. Mode manual, direct, speed high. And OHC max right. There she goes. Okay. We'll go ahead and align our IMU. And Terry's my favorite. Actually, Deneb is my favorite because of the Denobulans from Star Trek. IMU align complete. Alright, SCS attitude reference comparison check, everyone's least favorite check in the entire spacecraft. Alright, first we'll do the IMU here. Good. Next up, GDC. Good. Did I enter 20 on accident? I meant to enter 0. I don't know why I did 20. Whoops. And there we have it. All set for orbit. Make a save, and let's get some RTCC stuff out of the way. Let's go ahead and check if we can configure to the lunar module or not. It looks like not. That's okay. Type undocked full lunar module. Looks good. Yep, I did not mean to hit that button. I meant to hit that button. There we go. Okay, MPT initialization. Update. 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 Vector planning summary. TLM. DC. What are we currently called? Columbia. We got it. DUP. DC. Okay. Mission planning table active. We can go ahead and start our plan. So first is a TLI plus 90 abort. In order to do that, we're going to need to get TLI first. So we'll go to mission planning table, TLI, processor M68. On the CSM, we'll go first opportunity. 2 hours, 44 minutes, 14.5 seconds with a delta V of 10,429 feet per second. Very good. And then about, what was it, an hour later, we will assume that we've done the undocking and everything. So we'll go input. It's going to be the CSM's mission planning table. Time of ignition will be 3 hours, 44 minutes, 14.5 seconds. SPS, no vector. Heads up, it looks good. We will be doing docking. All right, transfer. It should be good. One second. Let me get my notes. From Apollo 8. Excuse me, it's not docking, it's gonna be undocking, isn't it? Yep, undocking, there we go, that's why it was having a conniption. There we go. Undocking. So we've got that up on the list now. We'll need to do the TLI plus 90 abort. So for that, we will go to maneuver targeting. We'll go to return to Earth, abort scan table. Okay, so vector integration will be plus 5 minutes after docking, so 44, 49, so 3 hours, 49 minutes, 14.5 seconds. Hour current time of ignition. 1 second. Is 2 hours, 44 minutes, 44 plus 5 is 49. So 2 hours, 49 minutes. 47 plus 14.5. So 2 hours, 50 minutes, 1.5 seconds. 2 hours, 50 minutes, 1.5 seconds. Two plus 50 plus 1.5. It didn't miss much. I'm just doing some calculations now. So 2 hours, 50 minutes. So that's 50 plus 90 is 140 minus 60 minus 60. So that's so 3 hours, 50, 4 hours. Time of ignition will be 4 hours, 20 minutes, and 1.5 seconds. And let me grab the predicted return time. Which is 16 hours, 3 minutes, 50 seconds. $16 3 minutes, and 50 seconds. What landing site was that, actually? Atlantic Ocean landing. Abort scan table. Calculate. So let's check with the actual pad. So their time of ignition was 4 hours 10 minutes. Ours is 4 hours 20 minutes. Their predicted delta V total was 5,357.3. Ours is 5,554. Velocity at entry interface 34,345. Ours is 34,271, and I think that lines up really good. So we'll go to our return to Earth digitals. Take from abort scan table 101. That should be on the current refs mat. Let me double check that. Yep, that looks like the current refs mat. So we will do an ullage, 4-jet ullage of 0 seconds in compliance with our mission rules. We will iterate, and this will assume docked display, calculate. So our actual GETI is 4 hours, 16 minutes, 14.58 seconds, and theirs was 4 hours, 10 minutes, 25. Really close, really close. And this does assume undocked. Yep, okay. We will transfer processor M74 to the CSM mission planning table. No replacement from the return to Earth primary column. Okay, there's TLI plus 90. So we'll go ahead and generate that pad. Maneuver pad. Option P30. Oh, hold on. Let me just real quick update. Processor M58, CSM. Maneuver number 3. This will be a heads up or heads down? Okay, it is heads up. Alright, then we don't need to do this. Okay, pad P30, calculate, CSM 3. Okay, there she is. Let me grab a photo real quick with the snipping tool. Alright, let's that looks good. Let's get to work on our TLI plus 5 hour pad. So delete M62, DSM 3, delete, no vector. And now we'll just do the TLI plus 5 hour, which, let me nab. We do need to assume docked, so here's where we're in new territory for me. We can go ahead and I'm pretty sure if we go to the mission planning table, input, the time of ignition of let's just say about 4 hours. Actually, 20 minutes to dock. Probably unrealistic. Let's go 3 hours, 55 minutes, 14.5 seconds. That's probably good enough. And then this will be docking. Transfer to MPT. So now we've got a docked state vector in. That's my assumption. Let's go to maneuver targeting, return to Earth, abort scan table. So now it's going to be 5 hours. If that was 90 minutes, then we'll just do 2 hours, 50 minutes, 1.5 seconds. So 7 hours, 50 minutes, 1.5 seconds. Oops. And vectors will just be about 7 hours, 40 minutes. Predicted return time. That's actually a good question. Let's see here. Time of ignition, or time of entry interface for the TLI plus 5 hours is 25 hours and 6 minutes. Let's check. So their delta V was 6485. Ours is much less. For some reason, and I don't know why. Mag missile gun system. Turn it around like Superman would. In the center, put an axle. Cut a gap on the inside. Weld an arm to the missile and the axle. Gear an alternator to the axle. Well, that wouldn't work for very long. That should be docked. See, what's interesting is that should be docked. Should be telling us that we are docked. Oh, you know what? It's because we're still on AOL. Let me switch to MPL. There we go. That's more like it. $6485. Our prediction is 6591. So, time of ignition, 7 hours, 45 minutes, 40.42 seconds, with a total velocity of 6591. Whoops. So TLI plus 90 on top, TLI plus 5 on bottom, and then the TLI pad is predicted to be okay. We got everything we need. Woo! All right, we'll finish off these checks and then we'll be done. So M62 CSM 1 delete. There we go. Besides, who needs an axle to generate electricity when we have fuel cells? Just saying. Fuel cells are number 1. Oh my gosh, Flight Streamer. I didn't even see you subscribe. Thank you very much. That means a lot from like a person with 30,000 subscribers. Oh my god. Thank you very much. I assume Flight Streamer is going to start live streaming soon, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up very shortly. He could already be live streaming, but we'll check. We'll check shortly. Sunrise. We're gonna stop before our translunar injection, though. Just because I'm gonna verify that everything I did today was accurate. So, yeah, good stuff. I think we'll be fine. But I just really want to nail these abort pads for reasons. Yes. Definite reasons for wanting to do that. Okay. So we'll go ahead and calculate our state vector. Our target is going to be calculate. All right. Go ahead and uplink. Uplink complete. Alright, now quick question. Do you guys want to hear the most amazing docking probe sound? Or do you want to see it from the outside? Because if we see it from the outside, we won't be able to hear it. So, those are your options. We'll go ahead and switch the RTCC off for now. What'll it be? Sound or visual? Because we can see it right now. You want to hear it again? Okay. I've never seen it in action before, but there's plenty of opportunities, so. Okay. Docking probe, extend. And retract. Alright, and our last checks are an SMRCS check. Okay, all jets are functioning. And that completes the in-orbit checklist. So we're going to go ahead and stop here. Just want to thank everyone for, sticking around. And at a undetermined time, we'll do our TLI. I'm kind of busy, though, so sorry, no schedule. But thanks to the people that subscribed. Thanks for Flight Streamer sticking around. I'll see you all the next one. We'll do our translunar injection. There won't be very much RTCC going on, but what will be going on is very visually stunning, so I hope that makes up for the lack of arithmetic. No one joins for the RTCC. Well, one person does, but yeah, thanks for watching. And I hope you all have a good day/night. See ya.